Today we're going to do a printing lesson on a poppy field. And so things that I have some newspaper. I actually cut out the shape of the poppy flower. And so I have two different sizes. This is the center of the flower. This is actually a paper towel roll, and we've rolled some string around it and glued it and let it dry for a couple of hours. So this could be a two-part lesson. What you can do to accelerate the drying process is obviously you could put it in the sun, or you could also blow dry it with a hair dryer. But you just want to tape one end, wrap it around. I've seen other lessons where they actually used a water bottle, but water bottles sometimes have irregular shapes, so I thought it would be, it might be easier to use a paper towel roll. And then what I also have is some red and black for the poppy, and then some green paint for the field. And so I'm going to start out by, first of all, removing the things I'm not using and putting them off to the side. And this is my white paper. So how you're gonna start out is you're actually going to put the paint here on the newspaper for the children. And so just put loads of paint on this. And then you are going to take the paper towel roll and just roll it through. And really try to get as much paint as you can on there. And then take your paper and start at one end and just roll it up and roll it back down. And then you're going to roll it again in the paint and just roll. And then I need more paint on my newspaper. And obviously their hands will probably get a little bit messy from the paint. But that actually usually happens with printing lessons. And you can just have them roll back and forth to kind of get the paint off really well. And what you have is these lines that look like grass. I'm just going to put a little bit more. All right, and then what you can do when you're ready, put the stuff off to the side, is you take your sponge and you dip the sponge into the red paint. This lesson can be for pretty young kids. It would be pretty easy. Just make sure that it's covered in paint, and they're just going to push it down wherever they want a flower. And if they happen to get white spots where the paint didn't fill it in, just tell them to push it back on top. I'm going to get some more red paint. I'm going to use my larger sponge. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to put another little red one right here. I'm going to use a little circle that I cut out to do the center of the poppy. I'm going to do that in black. And there you have it, a field of poppies.